Okay, Dani King, first of all, lovely to see you in one piece. You had a little bit of an accident, didn't you, before Christmas? How are you? And mentally, are you back with us?
Yeah, no, it's great to be here. You know, when obviously I had the accident, I didn't think I'd be here so quickly, especially in the physical condition that I'm in now, which is obviously, you know, it's really good. Yeah, I am back. You know, mentally, I'm getting there. I'm obviously still nervous on the road, but yesterday we rode the Het Nieuwsblad course. I'm not racing on Saturday, but joined the team in the recce. And yeah, it was wet. You know, we're riding in a group, cobbles, so, you know, couldn't have been much more of a challenge on a road bike, so got through that. So yeah, every day I'm progressing now and yeah, getting back to where I was, so it's just really nice.
And we're here at the Team Wiggle Honda launch for 2015, and of course a lot of your teammates are new, aren't they? And so it must have been nice for you to sort of you know, get so much support, because obviously they probably, some of them have been there themselves, to give you so much support in your sort of rehabilitation, if you like, back into being the superstar cyclist that you are.
Yeah, definitely, it was really nice, and that's one of the things that struck me already with this team, how nice the girls are. You know, yes, they give me loads of encouragement and advice on the bike. You know, the girls I didn't even know a couple of days ago, and it's really nice to have that already in a team from girls that I look up to on the road. So that's, yeah, it's really nice, and it gives me good vibes going forward for sure.
Well, that's the good news, but the bad news is you've got some pesky Australians in this team, one of whom beat your good friend Laura Trott in the Omnium in Paris and the World Championships, and was also part of the team pursuit. What was it like for you watching that? You don't see those girls lose very often. You're obviously part of that team. You're aiming for Rio. That was a tough one to take, wasn't it? Well, I mean, I guess it's all now about the reaction.
Yeah, definitely. It was amazing, you know, to see those Aussies step up. They did an incredible ride. Hats off to them. Obviously, I was gutted not to be there, but this has always been my plan. So, yeah. It was hard to watch, obviously, you know, my friends being beaten, but I think going forward we'll learn a lot and take the positives from it, I guess. And I think by Rio it should be a different story, hopefully.
Well, no team sets out to lose, but funnily enough, Annette Edmondson, who beat Law in the Omnium and was part of the Australian team pursuit, she said actually it may be a good thing for you guys. You've been winning and winning and winning, and it's perhaps even subconsciously after a while you just slightly go down a bit. So to have a defeat, and a big defeat, the timing could be great for you and not good for the Australians.
Yeah, exactly. I've said that before as well. You know, in hindsight, hopefully when we get to Rio, looking back, it will be a good thing. Maybe things will, you know, be changed now, and by Rio it won't be too late. So yeah, hopefully, although at the moment it's seen as being a very negative thing, we'll look back and actually it'll maybe be a blessing in disguise.
Now, before Rio, it's a small matter of the 2016 World Championships, which just happened to be in London, don't they? So, what I was just thinking, never mind this year, next year, I would imagine it's really, really important to win. For the Australians to back up what they did, for you to say, it may happen once, it's not going to happen again. And I guess also we're talking about scoring psychological points for the Olympics.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you look back and see our performance at Appledorn and then compare it to our performance in Melbourne the year after, there was a dramatic difference going into London 2012. And I think that'll be the same again. So yeah, I think for sure the London World Championships next year at the beginning of 2016 will be an important one for the Great Britain track cycling team. Even more so than it was this year.
Yeah, now you're concentrating on the road this year, but 2016, you've got one Olympic gold medal. You're not satisfied, are you? You want another one. So it's road this year predominantly, but next year the goal is the Worlds and then Rio. And as you well know, it's not easy to get into that team, is it?
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, so basically the first part of the season will be a lot on the road, and then it'll probably be a bit of a mixture leading into the track season, which starts in September at the Track Nationals. Then hopefully I'll be a part of that squad going forward in the winter months with the World Cup programme, World Championships, and then, you know, if I get myself back in that team, it'll all be about Rio. But like you say, it's not going to be a given that I'm going to get straight back into that team. I'm going to have to fight for it, and that's what I plan to do.
Well, it's partly your fault, isn't it? Because, of course, people, the next generation are coming up and they want to be you, don't they? They want to be Joe Rousel. And, I mean, the talent's endless, isn't it? And going back to the juniors, there's a whole conveyor belt now, aren't there, of female team pursuiters in British cycling?
Yeah, exactly. And it is great for the event and for the sport and for the country's success, because it just keeps everyone on their toes. You know, you can't sit back and get complacent, because, you know, it's just as hard to get in the team, let alone to win the bike race, which is a really healthy thing. So yeah, I think it's brilliant that there's so many girls trying to get into our spots, basically.
Okay, Dani, well listen, best of luck for the year, and lovely to see you back.
Thank you.